1,000 subs. Huh. Sounds pretty cheesy, but when I began this channel, I had never thought it would do this well. That's a lot of people watching a random roach on YouTube talk about racing toy cars. Yes, these are toys. Don't lie to yourself. Anyway, this is the 1,000 sub special, so what are we going to do in this video? Well, if you read the title or came from Facebook, you probably already know. There are many other RC channels out there that have yet to reach the milestone that I have. Many channels that I truly believe deserve it. So in this video, we're going to highlight them and give them at least a little bit more attention. The only rule for this is that the channel I highlight has to have less than 1,000 subs, and of course, I'll be linking each of their channels in the description. I'll also be giving one piece of constructive criticism, so if any of the channels I highlight are watching, keep in mind I don't intend to sound like a douchebag. Without further delay, let's begin. The first channel I wanted to highlight is the first one I discovered when I started. She goes by the channel handle Toco Loco RC. She started around the same time I did with a very high quality review of the team associated B6.2. Her editing is also on point and the quality of her shots are very good. She definitely got off to a great start. She tends to do two different types of content, race highlights and product reviews. I like the race videos mostly just because I like watching club racing, but I think where she really shines is in her product reviews. One main difference between her reviews and mine is that her videos are done live, whereas mine are pre-recorded and scripted. I stumble over my words a lot, so I have a lot of respect for someone who is able to record live. If you're watching Toco Loco RC, I will say two things that I would improve over what you're doing now. One, don't be afraid to show more of your personality in your videos, and two, don't be afraid to challenge yourself in your editing like your B6.2 video, as that was probably my favorite of the bunch. Overall, Toco Loco RC is a great channel and I would recommend checking it out if you have the time. RC Racing Legends is a channel I discovered a few months ago at this point. He started around about June of 2020 with a comparison video between two Will Toys toys that really took off, and he continued on from that. He then transitioned into more of a building channel, and he had just started his B6.3 series when I discovered his channel. Now when I say that his videos are high quality, I mean they are very high quality. Unlike me, who pretty much shoots all his footage from either an DSLR camera or a phone, he seems to have plenty of experience filming, or at least is very good at it. Along with his camera work and editing, his demeanor very much reminds me of a channel that I used to watch religiously when I was younger. A channel that I hope many of you watching have at least heard of. One thing as well about his videos is that they are very well put together, something needed if the videos are going to be long. Generally, I like to play them in the background, like when I'm doing homework, playing video games, or even writing the script that I'm speaking from now. If you're watching RC Racing Legends, I would say don't be afraid of doing different types of RCs, as you seem to be pretty good at building them. Now, if you like my guides to racing, but you want to get more in depth as to what does what on your RC car from someone who really knows what they're talking about, Mort is definitely the channel for you. He started, once again, a little less than a year ago, with his series From the Ground Up. This series focuses on the tuning aspect of RC racing and goes into deep detail about every topic he chooses. He even tackled something that I've been too scared to do, and that's roll center. Anybody who can make roll center make sense gets a gold star in my book. It also helps that his last name means roach in Swedish, so that helps in my book as well. Another thing about his channel that he leaves no stone unturned, no detail left open to interpretation. He goes well into detail about whatever topic he decides to tackle, and he's definitely very knowledgeable in RC racing as a whole. If you're watching, Max, the only thing I'd say I'd want to improve over your channel is to use more visual aids to describe what you're talking about, as it can be kinda difficult to follow you sometimes. Though I see you're getting much better at this over time, so that's good. Overall, a great channel that I'd highly recommend checking out. If speedruns are more your thing, may I recommend a channel called Ingles. What he does is, well, exactly what you think. He does RC speedruns. Now when I just got out of RC, I remember when the Traxxas X01 came out, and that was a big deal at the time, and any RC that could reach highway speeds was considered fast. Then I found Tony's channels where RC cars faster than many civil-sized sports cars were commonplace. He started about 4 years ago with a Kyosho Inferno that at the time hit 106 miles an hour. His latest creation is an armor infraction that goes right around 165 miles an hour with the stock body, though 170 does seem possible. He also does the occasional race highlight, but most of the content revolves around speedruns. If you're watching Tony, keep putting a preview of the highlight of the video, a speed run at the beginning of the video before getting into the real run itself. Your viewers will appreciate it. As for a bit of an oddball for me, we have the channel called Jake Crowder. Unlike all the channels I've listed before, Jake mostly focuses on aerial RCs, specifically planes. Now I'm just going to say this right now, I'm completely terrible when it comes to RC planes, both in flying them and talking about them. That being said, I do enjoy Jake's content. He started his channel a long time ago, but he didn't really become as structured in his RC videos about planes until about last year. Then after that, he started his build series on the Pilot RC 20cc Laser, and I'm not gonna lie, I really enjoy his series. It's nice seeing something like this go together even though I've never seen something like this before, let alone know how to fly it. If you're watching Jake, the one thing I would improve is to expand on what you already do. The build series you did was very good, as was the swap meet video. There is very much an audience out there for aerial RC. Another thing you can do is promote more on social media groups like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that sort of thing. Had you not shared your channel to me via Facebook, I would have never found it, so I thank you for that. This role could go with pretty much any channel on this list, including mine. That's all for now. I genuinely can't thank each and every one of you enough for taking the time out of your day to watch my videos. If you made it this far, put what you think I can improve on the most in the comment section below. Also, if you know any channels I missed, be sure to let me know in the comments as well. I'd also like to take this time to thank my patrons Michael Williams, Lucas Tarka, Ben Reeves, and Casey Nix. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.